go. Why? Why? Why do I keep getting hit, is the question. Ah! God. Fucking game is stressful. Okay. Um... What? What? Why? Fireball. Just not. This doesn't get me. Oh, it goes underneath. Okay. Hey, Redline, how you doing, man? Good to see you. How'd that interview go? Have you gotten an answer yet? Iffy on it. That usually means you care a lot about the job, you really want it, and you did pretty well. But yeah, I'm hopeful for you. Well, like I said, I'm on the West Coast, so I get off work at 5 p.m. PST PDT, and then I stream until about 9:30 on the weekdays. But I only stream Tuesday and Thursday, and then Saturday all day. Yeah. But it's not like super. It's because you're on the East Coast, right? I love when they do that to themselves. You said you're in Tennessee, so you're in East Coast EST here, so 11. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's only 8. It's 8 right now, so that's why I said it's harder for me now that I watch at work. I can watch Eastern time zone streams, but you guys are usually, even if you're streaming till 5, you're streaming. You're done at 2 my time. You know. Ugh. I don't know why I do that. I let them hit me constantly on accident. Just by not paying attention. There we go. Ah! Yep. So how's your day? How are things? I finally joined the village. That's a really cool Discord. I like that a lot. I'm a big fan of the way that's kind of set up. It's really cool. Yeah. Mine isn't great. You get like you can get the map, and that helps quite a bit. The biggest problem I have with this game is it's so input intensive. Yeah, for sure. It's just I like the fact that it's kind of the basis in it is not so much like, hey, come check me out. It's more of a it's more of like a, it's a village, I guess would be a good word for it. I did not even know this was here. For sure. Actually, it's kind of cool because I was watching a couple of people from there today that I never would have heard of otherwise. So that was really neat to kind of get that, be able to check some people out. But yeah, big fan. So, are you streaming tomorrow morning? Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Beyond this point, you enter the land of King and Creator. Step across the threshold and obey our laws. Bear witness to the last and only civilization, the eternal King and Paulness. You're gonna do the pacifist run tomorrow? Nice. Were you having problems with what do you call it, with insurance and physical therapy? Is that what was going on yesterday? If you don't mind my asking, you can tell me to shut up if you want. This is new. Higher beings, these words are for you alone. Within our lands, do not hide your true form. Let all for only his kingdom could produce such as you are. Oh. fun. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. Bill, dude, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, so my job is I'm the guy calling you asking for my money. Unfortunately, like I'm like the office manager / receptionist at a small physical therapy clinic here. Yeah, that's never fun, man. Especially when you're like, man, I just want my shit to feel better, and you know that they can do that. It's real frustrating. I hope it all gets figured out, man. Usually, if somebody will figure out like what to do, what to do in that situation usually. But it is definitely a pain in the ass to deal with. Oh, shit, yeah. It's fair. I don't think I can. Okay, so I have to wait to come here. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're waiting on the check to pay like rent and shit. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That also sucks. Are they just not? They're just not getting. They're not. It's not. They're not prioritizing it, obviously, which is super fucking irritating. I hope it gets worked out soon, and I hope you get that job, so then you don't really have to worry about it. At least, I don't know how much. Yeah, mortgage is behind now for the. That's stressful. Like, knowing that you've always been able to do that and it hasn't been an issue. Yeah. And just because of some dumb thing that is well out of your control, some injury that you know. That sucks. That's really dumb. I feel bad. If I get my money when I'm supposed to get it. Oh, so so basically, workman's comp is messing with you and ruining your damn day, and making it, yeah. That bureaucracy, it's always a hoot and a half to fucking deal with. Well, it sounds like it's just so you've talked to them, they're going to get it to you, they're just kind of like hemming and hawing when it's supposed to be there, or are you having to fight to get them to do it? I just don't understand. Do you direct deposit? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because even like unemployment and stuff is that way now. So I don't know. I've never had to deal with that side of workman's comp. I've only had to deal with the medical side of it. I guess I'm lucky in that way. But yeah, it seems like it would make more sense. They wouldn't have to cut checks and wouldn't waste all the paper and all that.
Papanada.
Papanada. I think it would solve everybody's issue. It's just a step that nobody should have to take, realistically. Like, because I work at a super small business, it's like me and 3 other people. We still have to, we still do paper because it's actually cost effective for us to do it that way. But that having been said, it's just like I cut all the checks or whatever, so it's not really that huge of a deal. But when it comes to sending out that many checks that often, feels like they would have automating it seems like the way to go, unless they just want to pay somebody to do it. All right. Huh. Okay. The question now is, where the hell do I go? I think the hope is people won't be out of work long. Yeah, I think that's the case. Yeah, definitely. But that's, not always the case. Shit. Yeah. You got hurt at work, right? Doing, as a firefighter. Okay. So I got the thing that lets me blast through the ground. No? Oh, you said you were working retail because you had already gotten hurt. I remember this conversation. You said that you were working retail management because you had already gotten hurt doing fire, right? And the shoulder and back issue made it so you couldn't go back. Yep. As soon as I said that, I was like, no, I think we talked about this already. Well, I guess I'm going all the way to the bottom. Okay, so that goes down to the fungal waste in City of Tears. I've cleared... it's probably... Everybody thinks Fire Circus... Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure that there's a lot of injuries, on... in that job. Let's go back through Green Path and see if I can find some metroidvanias where most of the game is exploring to see if you can do a thing at a place. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a chance you're running into a building that's on fire, so. It's that kind of, like, it's crazy. I don't know that I could do it, but yeah. That's the fun part. You know what? I bet it is. Like, I could see how that would be the fun part. There's probably nothing like it. Car fires? Okay, explain why that was your favorite thing. Because that sounds terrifying. Like, being in that situation sounds horrifying. Because, like, couldn't a car just explode? Like you're standing there, it's on fire, and then it just blows up? Or is that just like a video game and movie thing? Well, house fires are fun, but the cleanup takes forever. You're worn out after. But a car fire, 99% of the time, there's no life inside the car. You get that adrenaline from the fire and the clean. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, it's a very low chance that there's actually somebody inside the car fire, whereas there's probably a decent chance that there's a human inside the house fire. Stuff like that. Small explosion issue from the car, but yeah. Well, because that's the thing they show. I remember watching a Mythbusters episode years ago, where they did they showed how they make the explosions, because gas doesn't blow up like that. It just goes up. It doesn't explode. Oh, it's not. But there is magnesium in... that'll do it. Oh, so as soon as you hit it with the hose, it can just go boom? Right. Yeah. Way smaller than the movies. Well, and then there's movies, and then there's Michael Bay movies, right? Like, Michael Bay movies have the outrageously large ones. So you said earlier you couldn't play this game. Do you play any Metroidvanias or platformers, or do you only play, just don't be too close, try to avoid major menus, pass with the Steam. Yeah, for sure. What? I didn't know this was here. Do you play any, platformers, Metroidvania type games, or do you only play kind of RPGs and stuff? Well, I guess you were playing okay. This is the first one I played since original Metroid. But it's kind of more like that Castlevania Symphony of the Night game. It's kind of one of those things, I didn't think I'd be very good at it either, and I'm not. But I'm not a speedrunner or anything. Okay, so you played them. It seems worse than it is, I guess is what I would say. It's super fun. The boss fights are really rewarding when you do win. So there is something to be said for that, but and the music in this game is so good. Way better than it has any business being. This is that indie game thing we were talking about when, yeah. Skull the Hero Slayer. I'll have to look into that. I've been kind of, going through and playing a bunch of games, that I, never got around to. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, this, Returnal. I've got a list of games I want to try. You know, that's fair. That is a fair assessment. There is something about just always being... I don't even know if I'm going the right way right now, honestly. I'm hoping I am. Oh, I completely forgot. I was gonna go do... Or going the gameplay, the enemies, the controls were all great, but I was always lost. Yeah. That's... you just described a Metroidvania. I'm usually not... Like, I don't stop myself from, like, reading guides or anything like that. Like, I'll do it. If I sit here and I don't know what to do for like another like 20 or 30 minutes, like I'll do it. That was a lot of bad things to happen all at once. But I've been trying to kind of not in this playthrough, just like, you know, I get what I get, I find what I find. Ouch. But yeah, I really liked the style of that game. What was it, Raji, the game you were playing yesterday? That's a pretty cool concept too. The Game Pass, like indie Game Pass games, for like a series. It is pretty neat. I'm excited to finish it. Are you gonna finish it? So you're gonna do the Pacifist run tomorrow and then get back to that like another day? Okay. Oh. Yeah. It's got to be tough, man. It's tough because like, it's tough to find the time, all the time. I've been pretty super consistent on the schedule with like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But the biggest downside to it is I feel like I'm spending almost all of my time doing this. So it's fun and I really enjoy it, but it's also kind of like time with my wife is pretty limited, and just like watching shows and stuff. So I get it, man. It's tough to stay on that schedule. Okay, so now we're going back to Green Path. I have the time, I've just been lacking the motivations. Yeah. So are you doing that as well? So you're doing DoorDash, you're streaming, and then looking for like full-time gigs on this. Can't you, so I've been told that, obviously I don't know, but I've been told you can make like a pretty decent living just doing DoorDash. Is it just something you know you don't want to do? Depends on the area. Okay. Are you not in a concentrated area? Ow! Man. Semi-rural. It's kind of where I'm at. I mean, that's good, but I guess it depends on how much taxes, gas, and how much your time is worth, I guess. Because that's what, like, 100. I mean, that's decent money. I don't know. Probably. I guess if I was making that, so that's before taxes, though, right? Then again, yeah, gas is up to more a gallon than when I started doing it, yeah. Because that's, yeah, so, and that, okay, so that's top line a day, basically. So if you did that, you'd make roughly, what, like, $800, I mean, $800 a week. That's not terrible. But I guess it depends on bills and everything else, too. That extra mask would have been huge in those 2 boss fights earlier. 7 days a week, no time. Yeah, exactly. Well, no, that's not $800 would be 10 days. I'm a moron. No, it'd be 8 days. Well, I guess I don't know. I'm bad at math. That's why I don't do math, obviously. But yeah, 7 days a week. No, I couldn't do that anymore. I used to work convenience retail. I used to manage 7-Elevens. And you couldn't pay me enough money to go back into that. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, always open, never closes. If somebody needs 870, so yeah. Thank you. It's never having any time to do anything else. It's a drain. I feel like I kind of wasted like my whole 20s doing that too, because I'm not 20 anymore. Okay, we are. There you go. Then it depends. So like, I live in a really high income tax state, so your income tax might be way lower than mine. I live in like probably the second highest income tax state there is in the country. Really high property taxes too. No state income tax, so you're only paying federal income tax. I don't understand how that works. Like, yeah, I don't know. Tax code doesn't make any sense to me, obviously. Yeah, we have a huge income tax in this state. It's the thing that people complain about the most here, I think. Consumption tax. Oh, so yeah, because we don't have a sales tax at all here. We have really high property taxes and really high property taxes, really high income taxes, and really high Yeah. But no sales tax. So it's probably the money all it probably all evens out in the end. Realistically, it's just where you're seeing it come out of. Like I'm not gonna, I wouldn't be able to. I like it lets you be smart with your money when you want to. So I don't know specifically what a consumption tax is. Spend less, be taxed less. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. But then what does that mean when you have to buy a new computer? Because at some point I have to buy a gaming computer. Because right now I'm streaming off a laptop. It works, but I want the big computer. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Sales tax. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of people that think that's the way to do it because then it's equitable. Like, the more you spend, the more you get taxed. And I can see the argument for that. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I don't know where I'm going now. I'm in uncharted territory. What? Yeah, I mean, I could see an argument for both. I like it just to be gone. The one thing I hate doing is tax returns, which I guess we have to do here for state and federal. I guess? Tiny Squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? I do feel the understand. Then take it. My journal, it will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beasts. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of hunter. I don't know about friendly, but he gave me a thing. Hunter's Journal to open the menu to navigate to the journal pane. Defeat enemies to add new entries to the journal and decipher hunter notes. Okay, so he gives me the... I knew I'd seen it right. The hunter quality hollow nest creatures fall in your path. Don't stop now, little squib. Many more there are to find and stalk and kill. Alright. Okay, so... Journal. Okay, so yeah, it's one of these. I know, right? The bosses in this game are super... So... It's kind of funny because it's like a Souls-like Metroidvania. You have to learn every fight, or every boss fight. You even have to kind of learn how to beat the smaller enemies. I've actually killed quite a few of these things so far. Do they count? Okay, so there's the Soul Master. These things suck. The Soul Twisters, kicking my ass. Okay, so that's what's over here. Sweet. I don't think this goes any further. I was probably supposed to come here so much earlier and just missed it. That's the funny thing about these games. It's like you were saying earlier. The I'm always lost. Although the boss would probably be pretty fun to fight. That's the thing, is like they're really frustrating, but then when you win, man, it's a feeling. Oh. Dark Souls 1 and 3. Yeah, exactly. I didn't play any of those. And I'm terrified to play Elden Ring. I hear a lot of really great things about that game. It's just, I don't know about sitting there and just getting beat up for... Yeah, one of these days, maybe. I think I'll have to have a huge break in between them and have some other game going on. Like just some RPG. Haven't done Elden Ring yet. Did you do Bloodborne and Sekiro, or did you just do the Souls? Because there's what, Soulsborne, Dark Soul, or no, it's Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, Sekiro, and just Souls. Okay. What does this do? Embodies the fear inherent that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, strength will increase. I mean, that could be nice. Yeah, I haven't. I'm so afraid to play any of them, if I'm honest. It just seems like